The war in Ukraine has now gone on 5 months and a week, and it continues to fuel one of the worst refugees crises Europe has seen in recent memory. Millions of Ukrainians have been forced to flee their homes to escape the violence inflicted by Russia, and many of those refugees are children. According to UNICEF, roughly two-thirds of Ukraine's children have been displaced either inside the country or abroad. Nearby countries like Poland, Slovakia, Romania, and Hungary are receiving the bulk of those refugees. My next guest has spent weeks in Ukraine and Poland since the war began in February and has seen firsthand how the violence is impacting Ukrainian children and families. Joining me now over the phone from Poland is Dr. Erwin Redlener, MSNBC political health analyst and co-founder of the Ukraine Children's Action Project. He was in Ukraine just a few days ago. Dr. Redlener, you've seen the displacement up close and personal, and have spent time with children in hospitals there. Paint that picture for us. What are these children facing right now?
Yeah, Michael. So this is a completely horrendous situation. It's the largest forced migration of people since World War II. So basically what's happened is we have a devastating series of nonstop attacks by Russia on eastern and southern Ukraine. That's forced millions of people to leave. Some people are leaving to go to the very western areas of Ukraine, around Lviv, where we've been, and others are leaving the country entirely. But about two-thirds of Ukraine's children are now displaced. The children in Ukraine, and the ones in the children's hospital, which I had an opportunity to visit when I've been here before, have just horrible injuries. They have traumatic amputations of both legs. These are children who've watched both their parents being killed in front of them. It's a nightmare. But the other thing that I'm worried about as well, long term, is that many of these children do not have a guarantee of being able to get to school once the schools reopen on September 1st. There's only about, let's say, 20% or so of the children in Ukraine, that's 500,000 kids, only about 20% of them have enrolled in school so far. I don't know what's going to happen with the rest of them, and almost all of them, Michael, are facing just phenomenal amounts of psychological trauma. So it's a major problem. And these time bombs of lack of school and severe psychological trauma that I'm very worried about.
Doctor, you just started the new nonprofit organization, Ukraine's Children's Action Project. How can viewers at home help the cause that you're undertaking at the moment?
Yeah, they can help by, if they can go to our website, which would be Ukraine CAP, Children's Action Project, ukrainecap.org. And we're working directly with officials here in Ukraine and in Poland, and we know that the money that people help us with will go directly to the services that children need. So that would be a really big help, Michael.
All right, Dr. Erwin Redlener, thank you for bringing us this story. Really appreciate it. Up next, it's time to pour another cup of coffee and pull up that easy chair, because this week's meeting of the VELSHI Band Book Club is called to order. This week, we're going to break down a highly controversial American classic written by one of America's best-known authors. Allie makes an appearance after the break.